Let me just say, welcome to the stream, my friend. Just the man I wanted to speak to while you're there.
We had a good old chat about you.
We did. Let me just slightly turn down the music. Just the person we wanted to see. You've done a splendid job for this game, and I don't care what anyone else thinks or says. Yes, okay, mate, there's a little bit of teething problems, but you tell me what game doesn't have it. I just want you to know, bro, we have got you back, and we do appreciate what you do for us. Don't get me wrong, I do feel like maybe giving away the rank 15 enchantments and the rank 14... Actually, no, I take that back. Yes, okay, it destroyed the auction house market. The pricings, but it could have been a time where you guys needed to support yourselves financially enough to be able to do that, and I will give you credit for that. I will give you 1000% credit, and if you needed to support yourself financially to be able to get people to buy Zen enough to be able to support your team financially through this hardship time, completely understand. And you know what? If that was the case, all credit due to you, my friend. Because at the end of the day, with the new release and the class balancing, it is the right idea to do. We didn't need to do it for Zen, we wanted to fast track some of the changes that are coming in Mod 20. So come on, Chris, I want to know if you can confirm this for me or not. Because I've heard this from multiple people. Is there a new companion confirmed that is going to outweigh the Alpha Compy? No, there isn't. Possible. So, number one, to get a day and night cycle constantly for the player, say like from 6 PM on my client, Protector's Enclave will turn dark, and then 6 AM will turn light. But then you have the dark and light cycle, but when it gets dark for the player, it would give you, say, little missions, a bit like, I don't know, your guild area, the stronghold. But say like you could do like a little mini siege, for example, when it's dark, and maybe like a little thing when it's light. That type of thing, maybe that could be a bit more.
Yeah, because you know, like what happens in Barovia at the moment.
Yeah.
Where enemies get stronger over the nighttime and then weaker in the daytime.
Yeah, but I mean like different little quests that could possibly happen for Protector's Enclave. Because I know you've got Enclave Under Siege or whatever it is, but maybe having like a bit of a perhaps cool idea. So you've got that. Also, do you have any... Oh, fuck!
Literally everyone went by there.
Honestly, mate. So you got that. Something along the lines of, say, is there new upgrades to the looting system? So people have been calling out for things like reroll tokens in maybe boxes. So have you thought about dropping, I don't know, a chance in the loot table, the Howling Adventure Pack, but just changing the loot table in the Howling Adventure Pack, instead of it saying Epic Dungeon Key, to maybe having one reroll token, but it then still gives you that little chance to be able to get, I don't know, like the personal Stone of Health, or anything like that, to have that in the loot table to give someone an incentive to get them more reroll. Maybe different difficulties for dungeons, because I would like to go back and try Castle Never, but like an evolved version of the dungeon that levels up with your character, rather than me just going back and I could probably solo Castle Never. Rewards are being refactored for Mod 20. That's great. Dungeons moving forward will have normal and hard modes. Fantastic. But even if it was like Castle Never now was the normal mode, the hard mode, or can you do implementations of, say, different mechanics, like, not like Tom, but where you would do Tom, which Hallister would have mechanics, make it a harder version? Zariel Normal is coming out shortly. Ah, see, that would be good. Have you thought about taking away the test server? As in, after when a mod drops. So when mod 19 dropped, the test server was still going for a while, and it still is now. But the fact that the fact that I could go over to the test server and just practice Zariel when it's taken away the main course of the game for everyone. Because at the end of the day, I believe that if I'm going to be using Kevin, man, it's only been a strong opinion in a way that, yes, use the test server to test any related content coming out, but when the mod drops and say Zariel drops, and for the people who's waited, it's almost impossible for me to attempt to do a Zariel training without going back to that test server to use basically the stuff that I got, but I'm not trying to progress in the game normally, if that makes.
I just got one question actually, and I sort of know the answer, but I just want it confirmed. So, obviously, the account-wide mounts have been released for a while now. But for people that had, like, say, I don't know, a swarm that isn't account-bound, that isn't, like, account-wide, sorry, are they going to get put to account-wide, or are they just going to stay as they are in terms of locked to that character?
Although, that is a very good point. I am wondering, at the same time, why Chris and his team decided to change the magnificent lockbox legendary pack to account-wide mounts, whereas, say, like the Glorious Resurgence is still regular. Is it because the magnificent one was a limited time item? The intent is to move as much as possible to account bound. Obviously, doing this retrospectively is a lot of work. Maybe 20 I would need to check with no worries dev. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not on about like account bound items as such. I'm on about the account wide mounts. Because like I had one of the legendary packs. So in mod 20, right? Okay.
Alright, Chris, thank you very much anyway for joining the stream and confirming some of the questions that we did have for you, bro. Just want to say we will be streaming again very, very soon. Keeping up with any information needed. Anyway, thank you all. See you all soon.
Good night, guys.